Hi, nice to meet you here in Mexico City. How do you feel to be in this movie? I saw it yesterday and I was impressed of your work. Tell me, how do you feel about it?
Oh, thank you very much. Thanks for having me. Yeah, I'm really proud of it. I'm always proud of the films I do, and I'm so glad you enjoyed it. And I know that this movie was a book preview before it was a film, and it's such a popular book, and Taylor is such a popular writer. So I felt a bit of responsibility to do a good job and to make sure all her fans were happy with it. So there was a little bit of extra responsibility in that way, but that kind of makes you work a bit harder and makes you want to do a good job. So as long as I enjoy it, I'm really happy and satisfied. And I was just lucky to work with a great crew of people, a great cast of actors. So such an enjoyable job. And yeah, I'm as I said, I'm really proud of all the jobs I do. I really hope that people enjoy them and like them. And if they do, I'm really happy.
Did you think about the fans? Because everyone knows that this come from a very popular book. So did you think about them?
Absolutely. I felt a big responsibility. I know that obviously when people read a book, they have their own ideas of how something should be, and you're never going to get it exactly right to everyone's kind of taste. But I did feel like we had a good mix of everyone involved, that we got like the real essence of the book. And so yeah, it was certainly a big factor, and I was certainly trying to do my best for all the fans of the book, and I hope I did. I hope they enjoy it, and I hope they liked what I did with it, and I hope I did it justice for them.
And look, the movie sends and has this amazing message. What I like the most, and I know I'm gonna ask you, if something similar happened to you, what will you do in real life? Like you fight for your true love, or
I would do probably very similar to what Jesse would do. I'd imagine I'd be really fighting, and I'd be really wanting that. And there's a good line in the movie when kind of Sam is with his students, and one of his students kind of says something like, Jesse is there's never any mistake about what Jesse wants, and he always tells Emma how much he loves her and how much he needs her, and I would think that I would be a pretty similar way, I'd imagine, if I was in that situation. And also I think it's really admirable what Jesse does in the end when he realizes that 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 he's not the right person anymore for Emma, and that Emma's not the right person for him. And that's a tough thing to come to terms with. But I admire how he deals with it, and his kind of openness, and his selfishness, his selflessness, to kind of see that that's what Emma needs and what Emma wants. And I really admire that. I admire that he knew what he wanted and he went after it. I admire that he realized when he realized that Emma needed something else, and actually he needed something else as well. That he was humble enough to kind of be able to change and to accept that, and to start a new phase. So yeah, I like to think that if it was me, I'd acted the same way, but I don't know. Hopefully, I don't have to find out.
but did you learn anything about this movie? I don't know, like telling your closest that I love you, because nobody knows what is going to happen tonight or tomorrow. Like,
Yeah, absolutely. I'm very much yeah. Since the movie, I'm quite conscious of making sure that I call my parents and my family before I go on any trips away or anything like that, and make sure that I'm talking to them once a week or so, like that. So yeah, I think that did have an effect. As you say, you never know what's going to happen, and you don't ever plan on anything like that happening. But it was just a good reminder that you need the people that are close to you, and to make sure it takes work to keep them close, right? It takes from both ends, and that just grows and builds your relationships that you have with your nearest and dearest. And if you don't water those plants, then they won't grow. And watering them is being in contact with them and telling them you love them, and knowing that, wondering about their lives and what they're up to, and being concerned for them. So yeah, it did teach me a bit.
And what I like the most about this movie is the representation. You all from all the world, like Australia, United States, China, Canada. What do you think about that? That's that representation of all the world in one movie.
I love it. I think it's what the world is, in my experience of life, and I've been able to kind of live in all around the world really with my life. I've worked in many different countries and met many different people from many walks of life. And so for me, that is life. That is normal. So to see that on screen and to have that, I thought was a really positive thing and something that I'm proud to be a part of. I think it's a wonderful thing. And life is full of different amazing cultures and amazing people from all over the world. And if we can see as many different stories and as many different experiences, then that's just going to help the world kind of understand each other a bit more and know that we're all just one people on this planet trying to have a nice, comfortable, enjoyable time here. And it's much easier when we all understand that everyone else is a person as well. So to have as many different people in this film is I'm really proud to be a small little part of it.
With this opening, maybe we will see you working in Mexico. Would you like to?
I would love to work in Mexico. I have worked a little bit in Mexico. I filmed when I was doing a movie called Point Break. We got to film some scenes. I got to film some scenes in Rosarito Beach, which was just south of Tijuana on the coast there. We did some work in one of the water tank videos there, and I had a really enjoyed it.
And maybe working with some actress like Eiza González, right?
Yeah. That would be amazing. Anyone from Mexico, you guys are all such talented people. You've got so many talented filmmakers and actors and actresses there, and I think there's some amazing stories. But yeah, I would love as much to go and work in Mexico. It'll be a thoroughly enjoyable occasion.
I'm
I'm
telling
sure.
Eiza because she is one of the biggest actresses here in Mexico, and her. So tell me
Yeah.
about her. Like, you like to work with her?
Yeah, I think she's an amazingly talented actress, and yeah, of course, I would love to work with her. She's yeah, a really lovely person as well, and yeah, as you say, just like so talented and one of your biggest stars down there. And yeah, I mean, I'm sure it'd be a very popular movie if she was in it.
And you are good at friends, right?
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
okay. And any director from Mexico, like talking about Mexico, working in Mexico?
I mean, you have so many, Guillermo del Toro and Ron and everyone like that. You've got such a great, talented filmmaking scene down there. So honestly, if anyone, I'm beggars can't be choosers, and I think I'm the one. I could only dream to work with people as good as that. So yeah, I would love to work with anyone in Mexico, and I would love to spend more time in Mexico as a country. It's such a beautiful place.
Look, hope to see you soon here in Mexico. And last but not least, invite all the people to see
One True Loves.
One True Loves, sorry, and in Mexico that enjoyed it.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.